Now, I've maintained the theory, the idea, the statement for a long time now that Kevin Feige is the most powerful man in Hollywood. I don't think there's anyone out there who comes close to the level of power that he has overall. And I'm talking about studio heads and executives and everything else. Like, nobody wants to go against Feige right now, period, point blank, full stop. In order to clip him from the top, to remove him from the king of the hill, it would require a Harvey Weinstein sized extinction level event. Like, never gonna happen, because I think he's a genuinely good dude. Like, everyone speaks very highly of him, and not from the, oh, he's a great guy, but he take your family out back and whack him right in front of you just to prove a point sort of thing. We don't really get that. When it comes to Feige and everything he's taken over, or taken on, I should say, it's insane that he has the bandwidth as a human to be able to actually do it. And that's been upped today, because according to Hollywood Reporter here, Feige has been upped to the chief creative officer of Marvel. That's right. Not just not just like Marvel Studios or Marvel whatever. It's Marvel Entertainment, basically. So let's find out more here. So according to the article, it says the move puts the overall creative direction of the studio's storytelling and content creation across mediums, including publishing, film, TV, and animation, under the executive. So that's comics, movies, television, and animation under the executive. So entertainment. Nothing in there about video games, so I don't know, but then again, they license all that stuff out anyway. So, in a reflection of his growing authority, Marvel president Kevin Feige has also been named the company's chief creative officer, Disney said on Tuesday. The move puts the overall creative direction of Marvel storytelling and the content creation across mediums all under him. In addition, Marvel TV, Marvel Family Entertainment, which produces animation, are also moving under the Marvel Studios banner, which Feige runs. Marvel has had separate heads running its film, television, publishing, and other divisions. The new title for Feige places creative oversight under the veteran executive. He will continue to report to Walt Disney Studio Chairman and Chief Creative Officer Alan Horn and Co-Chairman Alan Bergman. Yeah, that's in name only. I'm sorry, that's absolutely in name only, because Feige has got some weight to throw around, and the article actually touches on that here in the next paragraph. The consolidation has been coming for some time. Marvel Entertainment's chairman, Ike Perlmutter, has been moved away from any film input after Feige threatened to leave in 2015. And while Marvel TV shows on ABC have been consistently underwhelming, and its Netflix slate of shows cratered, which was Netflix's fault, by the way. That's nothing to do with Marvel Television, everything to do with Netflix kind of going their own way. I think this is a bit, that line is a little bit out there. Feige this summer took charge of a new slate of shows that will be appearing on Disney+. Those shows will be tied to the wildly popular cinematic universe on which Marvel and Disney have been surfing on in recent years. I love this here. It's unclear what this means for Marvel's current head of TV, Jeph Loeb. Well, Jeph Loeb has made he's said nothing publicly about the potentiality of him walking away. He's still working on things, but mostly animation. And I think that's where it's going to go. I think in regards to the live action slate of shows that Marvel's going to be working on, that's going to be all under Feige's purview. And I have a feeling that that's going to be moved over to somebody, I don't want to say more competent, because I actually genuinely like Jeph Loeb, but I think someone who won't be beholden to Ike Perlmutter, because at this point now, Ike Perlmutter is out of the game. And that's a good thing for fans. Like, you have to understand how bad it is to work underneath Ike Perlmutter. This is a guy that took Inhumans from Kevin Feige and turned it into a terrible 8-episode show where they dropped $70 million on the pilot and the second episode in order to get them into IMAX. They got IMAX to co-finance in order to put that into the theaters, hoping that it would be a huge draw. But then they brought in Scott Buck, of all people, to do it. Scott Buck to do it. If you don't know how bad Scott Buck is, well, if you've seen Inhumans, you know how bad. Or Iron Fist season 1, which I arguably enjoyed, but it wasn't as good as season 2 by a damn long shot. What this means to me, what this says to me, is that now it's all under Feige, which means that as soon as those deals are up for the Netflix shows, I think they're coming back. I do. I think they're coming back. They'll be on Hulu or they'll be on FX. There's already been that rumor for a while anyway that they want to release it on FX because it can go darker and more grittier, and then which is what they did on Netflix. And then of course they can then put it on Hulu for the audience who wants to watch it on streaming. At this point, I mean, I understand why they want to keep FX and FXX alive. I get that, but I have a feeling in the next like 5 to 10 years, both of those networks will be scuttled. I think It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is kind of on its last legs, which is pretty much like the show, the flagship show of the FX network. So Feige is going to take all the other Marvel television shows. I have a feeling Runaways and Cloak and Dagger are not long for this world. He might try to fix them. I don't know how they do ratings wise. I don't think Runaways is very good. I'm sorry. Cloak and Dagger just seems, I hear it's kind of like it's young adult. It's young adult type stuff. So maybe that's why it's not really appealing to me, which is fine. But then you've got the animated slate coming down the pipeline from Marvel TV with like the Offenders that are trying to do all that, like Kevin Smith producing the Howard the Duck show. I have a feeling those aren't gonna survive either. If I'm being fair, I want them to. I think that'd be great to see that little connected universe come together, especially animation wise. But I don't know if that's what Feige wants to do. He may not want to tarnish the brand. But then again, the whole thing with Deadpool 3 being confirmed to be rated R and that they want to work with it, they want to work within that rating system. Feige could be looking to explore some more. What's the word I want to use? Some more darker themes. And if it was up, if I could ask anything, I would ask for a proper series finale to The Gifted. I just think that like cutting it off after 2 seasons is, crappy, and fans deserve better. And I think fans will get better now under Feige because it's going to be Feige's call over these things, especially with the budgets that they're talking about here. $25 million an episode for Disney Plus shows. I mean, that's insane. That's film level budgets, like medium budgeted film stuff for 44 minutes, if not an hour or whatever. It's wild to me if they start putting that kind of cash in, but that is very much a way to try to bring more people, more subscribers to Disney Plus, because the quality of the shows will be much better than what you get elsewhere. And I think that is as hard as Jeph Loeb tried. Quite frankly, I think Feige will do a better job. So this is great because it's finally that major FU to Ike Perlmutter. It finally pulls away Marvel TV from Ike Perlmutter. It means that all the shows that Ike Perlmutter undercut the budget and tried to screw or shoehorn in are now going to be gone. And this probably does mean that Jeph Loeb is out of a job, which is a casualty. But I leave it to you, your thoughts, your opinions. How do you feel about this? Do you think that this is a good move, a bad move? What do you want to see come out of this? Do you think that we're finally going to see Daredevil and all those shows connected back under the MCU? Because that to me is what I think is going to be happening in a year, when they can finally openly say, this is what we're doing. And I say that because just the other day, Charlie Cox went to a tribute to Stan Lee event and he was there kind of as Matt Murdock. So, they're still kind of keeping it alive, just skirting the edge of the deal with Netflix. But I leave it to you again, your thoughts, your opinions. Let me know down in the comments. I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day, and peace out.